So, good morning, good afternoon, and kung ano oras man nyo pinapanood ang aming report. So, we're the group Predator, and we're presenting you the report, Unity. Unity, the value proposition. What is value proposition? So, what is value proposition? The greatest value proposition example usually includes a headline, subheadline, or short paragraph. A visual add extra interest such as an image, video, or illustration. Ano nga ba to? Ito yung pagpo-promote ng isang product upang magkaroon ng interest ng mga mamimili, ng mga customers, upang ikayatin sila na subukan ng iyong produkto. The value proposition in layman terms. What's that? A value proposition is a statement that clearly identifies the benefits. So yun nga, clearly identifies the benefits of your product. Kumbaga, sinasabi mo sa kanila kung ano yung magiging benefits sa consumer or sa purchaser ng iyong product. Halimbawa na lang, ng isang skincare, sasabihin mo bang na hindi nakakaganda ng balat ito? Sasabihin mo bang hindi effective ito kahit produkto mo yun? Hindi. Kasi kailangan natin i-identify kung ano ang mga benefits nito sa ating mga mamimili. A company's product, so as I say, and services will deliver to its customers. Yun nga. Kailangan natin pangalagaan ng ating mga customer sa pamamagitan ng ating produkto. A well-crafted value proposition will differentiate the company and or the specific product or service in the marketplace and among a target market or a target audience. So yun nga, kailangan nating i-identify kung sino ang ating mga bibili ng ating product, kung sino ang ating target audience upang mas matangkilikin nila ang isang produkto. So halimbawa na lang sa sabon, lahat gumagamit ng sabon. So, para natin sila mahihikayat na bilhin yung sabon natin. So, gawa tayo ng sabon na 99.8%. So, bakit may 0.8 pa, sir? Eh, kumbaga, maiba naman. Hindi palaging 99.9. Kasi pag sinabing 99.9, meron ka na ng 0.1 para mag 100%. Yung sa atin, 0.2. Para maiba, di ba? Ganun lang yan. Kumbaga, tingnan natin ang good. Tingnan natin ang magandang bagay sa pangit na sitwasyon. So, historical background of value proposition. The market concept of value proposition originates from the work of McKinsey and Co. Consultants Lanning and Michaels in 1988. So, yan. Kumbaga, originates daw to from the work McKinsey and Co. Consultant Lanning Michael Co. Sila ang concept ng value proposition. So, dito na tayo sa tangible. So, ano nga ba ang tangible? So, let's differentiate. Increase revenue, resource cost savings, hardware cost savings, software cost savings, productivity gains, process improvements. Ano yung sinabi ko na yun? Increase revenue. Anong pagkakaintindi natin dito? When we say increase revenue, tumataas ang ating kita, kalidad ng ating produkto. Resource cost savings. Kumbaga pag nagre-restock tayo, mas nakakatipid na tayo kasi nag-i-increase yung ating revenue. Doon na tayo kumukuha ng pambili ng another product sa ating revenue. Hardware cost savings. Ano yan? Kumbaga, sa computer, meron tayong hardware, meron tayong software. Hardware, ito yung ating mga nakikita na hawakan na produkto. O, sabi, nakakatipid daw tayo. In that, meron tayong software. Software, ito naman yung nasa loob. Kumbaga, ito yung pinaka-main, ito yung gumagana. Kumbaga, ito yung utak. Ang hardware yung katawan. Yan. And productivity gains. Ano nga ba to? Productivity gains. Yan naman yung sinasabi nating when you say productivity, ito yung sinasabi nating kakayanan ng isang miyembro, kakayanan ng isang tawag dito, manggagawa. Kumbaga, mas nagiging productive tayo sa mga bagay na nakikita natin kasi meron tayong gains na nakikita. Kumbaga sa workout. Buhat ka ng buhat araw-araw. Wala kang nakikita. Araw-araw, tinitingnan mo, wala kang nakikita ng improvement. Pero in time, merong magsasalita na, uy, mapait ka na. Maganda na yung katawan mo. Ito pa. Kung magpapalaman ka naman, uy, maganda ito mo, nag-aalaman ka na. Ganda yan, tuloy mo yan. So, dito naman papasok yung process improvement. Kasi, lahat ng bagay dumadaan sa proseso. Hindi bigla-bigla. So, yun nga. Sa pag-gym, buhat ka ng buhat araw-araw, linggo-linggo. Tinitingnan mo, walang nangyayari. Pero, sa prosesong yun, nag-i-improve yung katawan mo. Hindi mo lang nakikita. At iba ang makakita nito. At pupuri sa'yo. That's tangible. So, dito naman tayo sa intangible. Enhance user experience. Ano ba yun? Ano ba yun? Ganito yan. Enhance. Mas na pupulido or gumaganda ang karanasan ng ating mga users. Mas gumaganda ang karanasan ng ating mga consumers. Yun lang, ganun lang kasimple. Increase customer satisfaction. So ano yan? Diyan na papasok yung sinabi ko kanina na kapag meron nang nag-compliment sa'yo, mas masasatisfy na yung customer mo. Bakit? Kasi meron nang nakakapansin nung pinaghirapan yung proseso. So ngayon, nag-i-increase yung satisfaction niya sa produkto natin. O anong tendency nun? Diretso ang pagbili niya ng produkto natin. Increase compliance. Ano nga ba yan? Increase compliance. Ito yung when you say increase, tumataas. Compliance. Ano ba ang compliance? Pag-submit ng bagay, pag-submit ng sarili, compliance. Pag-submit ng sarili sa isang produkto. Yun. And so what is brand equity? Brand equity has a direct effect on sales volume because consumer gravitate towards product with a great reputation. So ano nga ba ang sabi ko? Mas nagsasubmit ng ating consumer sa ating product. mas nag-i-stick yung consumer sa ating product. That is the brand equity. So, ano ba yung sinasabi kong product? Yun ang gagawin nating business. Yun ang ginagawa nating business. So, difference between tangible and intangible. Tangible benefits are those that can be measured in financial terms. So, when you say financial, ito yung pera na ginagamit ng consumer. While intangible benefits cannot be quantified directly in economics terms, these benefits include customer satisfaction. So, kunwari, mahal ang ating product, pero bumawi siya sa satisfaction ng customer. So, what's the tendency of that? Kahit mahal yan. Kung ako, kahit mahal yan, kung maganda yung epekto sa sarili ko, bibiling ko yan eh. Oo, bibiling ko yan. Kaganda. Sino ba ayaw ng magandang product? Kahit mahal yan, bibiling ko yan. So, let's say sa business ng yung mga bags. Ano ba ang mga product ng bags? Gucci, Hermes, mga ganyan, di ba? So, let's say, maraming may hirap. O, hindi naman, pangit yung term ng mahirap. Kumbaga, sakto lang ang buhay. Pero mas madalas sila pa yung nakasuot ng Gucci. Sila pa yung nakasuot ng Hermes na bag, ganun. Kumbaga, kahit wala silang pera, kahit kapos man sila, kung nasa-satisfy nung product na yun yung customer, yung satisfaction ng isang customer, bibilin ko yan. Sino ba ang ayaw nun, di ba? Yung nakakaganda sa sarili, nakakaganda sa kapwa mo, di ba? So, yun. Next.
It says here that a successful business means knowing and doing the following. The first one, in order to have a good and a successful business, you must know the importance of a value proposition canvas. This right here is a good example of a value proposition canvas. This is a tool that aims to pinpoint the needs or pain points of a particular customer, ensuring that the product they offer could provide a precise solutions to the problems of the customer. It is formed around two building blocks. The first one is the customer profile, and the second one is the company's value proposition. But the first one, we're going to talk about what includes in the customer's profile. The first one is the gains. Those are the benefits which the customer expects and needs, what would delight customers, and the things which may increase likelihood of adopting a value proposition. The second one are the pains. Those are the negative experiences, the risk that the customer experiences in the process of getting the job done. And the third one are the customer jobs. Those are the functional, social, and emotional tasks customers are trying to perform. In the first part, I mentioned that there are two building blocks. The first one is the one that I tackled, the customer profile, and the next one are the company's value proposition. And also, there are three inclusion in the company's value proposition. The first one are the gain creators. Those are how the product or service creates customer gains and how it offers added value to the customer. The second one are pain relievers. This is a description of exactly how the product or service alleviates customer pains. And the third one are the products and services, which create gain and relieve pain and which underpin the creation of value for the customer. The second one to consider in order to have a good and a successful business, you must have a business model canvas. The business model canvas is a strategic management template used for developing new business models and documenting existing ones. It offers a visual chart with elements describing a firm's or product's value proposition, infrastructure, customers, and finances, assisting businesses to align their and so forth. This is a good example of a business model canvas. There are categories here, the key partners, key activities, in the third one, you must know the lean concepts. And there are 5 key lean principles. The first one is the value. It is defined by the customer's need for a specific product. Like for example, what's the timeline? How long will it take to manufacture the product? Or how long will it take to be delivered? What is the price point? And so on and so forth. The second one is the value stream. There is a thing called a value stream mapping. It is a simple but eye-opening experience that identifies all the actions that take a product or service through any process. And that process can be in design, production, procurement, administration, and etc. The idea is to draw on a one page of a map of the flow material product through the process. The third one is the flow. After the waste has been removed from the value stream, the next step is to make sure the remaining steps flow smoothly with no interruptions. Make the value creating steps occur in tight sequence so that the product or service will flow smoothly towards the customer. The fourth one is the pull. With improved flow, time to market, or time to customer, this makes it much easier to deliver products just in time, manufacturing or delivery. And the last one is perfection. Making lean thinking and process improvement part of your corporate culture. As gains continue to pile up, it is important to remember lean is not a static system and requires constant effort and vigilance to perfection. The next one to consider and the next one to note in order to have a good business is the Six Sigma. The term Six Sigma refers to a set of quality control tools that businesses can use to eliminate defects and improve processes to help boost their profits. It was developed by a scientist in the 1980s while he was working at Motorola. It is a management ideology that focuses on statistical improvements to a business process and advocates for qualitative measurements of success over qualitative marketers. Six Sigma practitioners are business people who are statistics, financial analysis, and project management to achieve improved business functionality. The next one you should know is the Pareto's principle. The Pareto's principle, also known as the 80-20 rule, is a theory maintaining that 80% of the output from a given situation or system is determined by 20% of the input. This principle doesn't stipulate that all situations will demonstrate that precise ratio. It refers to a typical distribution. And here I have some examples. 20% of employees produce 80% of a quality's results. That's one example. And the second one is 20% of given employees' time yields 80% of their output. The last one you should consider before putting up a business or in order to have a good and successful business is this. It is a SWOT analysis. SWOT meaning strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. It is a framework used to evaluate a company's competitive position and to develop strategic planning. SWOT analysis assesses internal and external factors as well as current and future potential. A SWOT analysis is designed to facilitate a realistic, fact-based, data-driven look at the strengths and weaknesses of an organization. SWOT analysis has 4 components. The first one are strengths. It describes in what an organization excels and what separates it from the competition. A strong brand, loyal customer base, strong balance sheet, unique technology, and so on. For example, a hedge fund may have developed a proprietary trading strategy, returns market beating results. The second one is the weaknesses. Those are what stop the organization from performing at its optimum level. They are they are areas where the business needs to improve to remain competitive. A weak brand, a higher than average turnover, high levels of debt, and inadequate supply chain or lack of capital. Fourth one are the opportunities. Those are favorable external factors that could give an organization a competitive advantage. Like for example, if a country cuts tariffs, a car manufacturer can export its car into a new market, increasing sales and market share. And the last one are threats. Those are the factors that have potential to harm an organization. Last one are threats. Those are the factors that can potentially harm an organization. For example, drought is a threat to wheat producing company, for it can destroy or reduce the crop production. Other common threats include things like rising costs for materials, increasing competition, tight labor supply, and so on. It's a good example of a SWOT analysis, wherein you can put strengths of your company here, your weaknesses, opportunities, and threats.
Stakeholder. So, what is a stakeholder? A stakeholder is an individual or group of people interested and involved in any decision or activity of an organization. Stakeholders are interested in the success of a project and are impacted by its outcome. So, sila po yung naapektuhan ng business kahit mag-isa ka o kagrupo-grupo kayo. Kung apekto kayo sa business, stakeholder po yan. So, next step na po naman po ay tayo sa stakeholders. May dalawa po niyan. Merong internal stakeholders at external stakeholders. Ito po yung meaning po nila. Ang internal stakeholder is managing the internal stakeholders of a company involves making sure they are engaged in the company goals, enjoy the company's culture, and feel like an important part of the team. This factor increases internal stakeholders' motivation, thereby increasing productivity. It falls to upper level management to ensure that internal stakeholders feel valued. This often begins by simply understanding the position when a project will affect them, rather than blindsiding them with changes without consulting them first. And the next one is the external stakeholders. Their management falls to various internal teams. They build relationships with suppliers and investors. For example, advertising and marketing teams devote themselves to creating new clients and customers. And the customers care team strives to make them external. Stakeholders feel valued and appreciated at all times, knowing who your company's stakeholders are, whether internal or external. Helps guide effective decision making. When these two groups are managed appropriately, the success of the company can only increase. So, babalik po tayo dito. Yung internal po yung nasa loob. Yung employee, manager, and owners. Sila po yung may ano po ng company po. Yung owner. So, kaya sa outside naman po ay yung external stakeholders. Marami-rami po yan. Suppliers, society, good government, creditors, shareholders, customers, agencies. Next one naman natin po ay influencer. So what is influencer? Influencer is a person who has the ability to affect the behavior of other people as a result of the size of their audience. Excuse me. Or the individual persuasiveness. Influencer can influence through all over size of their audience or because of their authority and reputation with the smaller community of people. So, sila po yung mga influence ng ibang, kaya po ma-influence po ng ibang tao na bumili ng ganito po o ng ilang product po. So, example po, like si Justin Bieber, isang TikToker po yun, si Mr. Beast, isang YouTuber, at si Bella Poarch. Marami po silang followers po. Next one is customer segments. So, what is a customer segments? Customer segments rely on identifying key differentiations that divide customers into groups that target information such as customers' demographics, age, wage, religion, gender, family size, ethnicity, income, education level, geographically, where they all live and work, physiographic, social class, lifestyle and personality characteristics, and behavioral spending, consumption, usage, and desired benefits. Tendencies are taken into account when determining customer segmentation practices. Dapat palagi niyo po alam ang target po kahit mahirap siya o mayaman. So dapat palagi ang target lang niyo po palagi ay yung mga customers at dapat palagi niyo po alam po yun. So may mga types po tayo ng customer segments. We have mass market, niche, segmented, diversified, multi-sided. So the first one is mass market. The mass market refers to a large underappreciated market of consumers with widely varied backgrounds, products, and services needed by almost every member of society are suited for the mass market, such as items as electric and gas utensils, soap, paper, towels, and gasoline. For example, can be advertised and sold to almost anyone, making them mass market goods. Mass market is a large market with little or no difference in taste and needs between consumers, at least in companies' eyes. The company targets many end consumers and assumes they need the product and marketing mix. Therefore, to make products, they do not segment the market. So, parang ito po ay pangkalahatan po ng tao. Katulad ng sinabi ko na po na kanina na yung mga sabon, yung mga kaya po siguro pabilin po lahat ng mga Next. Niche. Niche is a larger market that has its own demands and preferences. Companies focus on niche markets at better cater specific consumer than competitors who target a broad audience, catering to unique demands of mainstream providers are interesting businesses. Pursue niche markets to build loyalty and revenue with larger overall audience. So, ang target po dito ng niche ay yung mga disabled na mga tao like yung mga malalabay mata, mga hindi makarinig, yung hindi makalakad. So, mga product na pwede po doon, yung salamin, katulad ng iyo. Sa may salamin na para yung mga mata luminaw pa, para makita po nila yung mga paligid. So naman po yung hearing aid. Yung hearing aid po ay makakatulong po yung sa tenga po na yun po. Sa wheelchair, yun din pwede din po. Or cane. Segmented. A segmented market segmented is one of which you have multiple different groups of customers with different sets of needs and problems. In this case, you will provide the same product or service with slightly different value propositions to meet the varying customers' needs. Excuse me. Diversified marketing is not just a strategy, as it is a new way of communicating that appeals to and includes diverse groups. This may include using methods of marketing channels to appeal to various groups based on cultural difference, ethnic, races, gender, religious beliefs, and more. Diversity marketing extends beyond the borders of the United States as well. Customers in different cultures have different values, experiences, expectations, and ways of interacting. Even within a culture, such as difference will be apparent between different segments not with intensity, but also age, gender, professions, religion, family size, physical environment, and more. Diversity marketing involves acknowledging that marketing and advertising must offer alternative ways of communicating to these diverse groups. With acknowledged diversity, marketers aim to develop a mixed difference communication methods in order to reach people in each of the diverse groups present in the market. So, yung mga kaya po ng mga middle class like o mga high class or low class like Bear Brand, Selectai, yung Magnum, yung pang mayayaman. Multi-sided is a usual trend of companies to better position their products with the segment's marketing aims at the market of the whole and at times to maximize their reach in orders to generate as many sales as possible. Companies this type of marketing want to take advantage of each type of customers, and for that they divide the market and try to conquer the different segments with a specific message. A promotional effort is also called differentiated marketing, shifting the focus from your primary market segments to another segment may have various implications of the business. The customers may perceive in the sign of the drop product quality or failure, a product which forcing you to enter the different segment. The marketing effort is also not uniform, but you are spread across many segments. Next po. So, sa market segment naman tayo po. So, ano po to? Market segment is an essential of market research that seeks to identify target groups of consumers to tailor products or branding in a way attractive to the group. The objective of market segmentation to minimize risk by determining which products have the best chances of gaining shares of target market and determining the best way to deliver the products of the market. So, excuse me for that. There are types of market segments. There are demographic segmentation, psychographic segmentation, behavioral segmentation, geographic segmentation. So the first one is demographic segmentation. When a market is segmented based on the certain characteristic of the audience, it is called as a demographic segmentation. These are characteristics that may include but not limited ethnicity, genders or age, religion, marital status, education, occupation, income, and many more. Demographic customer segmentation is considered the easiest type of customer segments. It's useful in many ways. Luxury brands may choose the market according to the certain segment of people based on demographics like income more than 20,000 per month. Our college and tuition may advertise 2 children between 17 to 22 years old. Demographic segmentation is considered to be effective when multiple segments are targeted at once. Here's example like age, gender, annual income, source of income, occupation, education, and intensity. The next one is geographic segmentation. This type of customer segments is a replica of demographic segmentation, while firmographic takes into considerations organizations, the demographics, and to cater more to the individuals. Different factors are taken into consideration by segmenting the customers in firmographic customer segmentation. The primary functions of firmographic segmentation is take into considerations the quantitative aspects of the industry like the size of a company, or the strength of the workers and quantitative assets which would the straight and how address of small business. Here's the types of this: personality, values, attitudes, interests, lifestyle, motivation, and properties. But the most important here is the attitudes ones. So we can buy product for attitudes like the Lucky Charms. Like in Japan, you can buy like a luck for money, love, and many more. The next one is behavioral segmentation. Based on the decision Making a behavior for customers physical, but it's not limited to lifestyle. Purchases, consumption, and other various factors, behavioral customer segmentation is carried out. For example, it is seen that the young adults from the age of group of 18 to 20 tend to buy more and more cosmetic products, while other products in the age group of 23 to 33 tend to buy branded products. Thus, brand consciousness and awareness is seen by the latter group, while for the younger group, the focus is more on self-image. Similarity: older customers are seen buying more of basic necessities rather than slurping on accessories. Thus, behavioral segmentation helps the market is to understand the behavioral pattern and target the position of their product accordingly. So if the company wants to target younger audience, the advertising will have this more on the college and student shops that the target audience have frequent visits, whereas the company is targeting the young adults or the working advertising will be more towards offices. On the subways of different commutes which are frequent by this target audience. Here's an example: purchasing habits, spending habits, and brand interactions. So the last one is the geographic segmentation. When the customers are segregated based on their location, it is termed as a geographic customer segmentation. The customer segments in this case that can be country, region, of this city, or even specific homes or particular towns. These types of customer segments are used by the large and small businesses. Large businesses may conquer wider geographically for customer segmentation. For example, Subway will choose different countries to target contained products. In Arabic countries, pork is considered taboo. That's why Subway is customized its menu accordingly. In Indian beef is considered taboo. Thus, geographic segmentation will help the company to focus particular customer segments and make tailored marketing strategies as needed. In the case of small businesses, geographic segmentation is used to target specific customers in a specific area. The small businesses can plan their budget to avoid unwanted spending impressions and on unwanted customers. Like example, country, province, city, barangay, street, radius around a certain location, climate, urban, or rural. So bago ko muna po tapusin to, may add lang po ako dun sa may stakeholders. So, example po, kasi meron po kaming apartment po dun sa may Victoria. Siyempre po, kailangan nagbabayad po kami dun sa may-ari po nun, saka etc. pa. Yan lang pa. Thank you pa.